All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Anime Slice podcast. Today, we are lucky
Oh,
to have Dan.
hi.
We're lucky to have Paul.
Yo, yo, yo.
We're lucky that I am here. And we're
Yo, go.
unlucky that Donnie, sadly, is still pretty busy.
Dead.
Oh,
Not dead.
shit.
Yeah, he's not able to join us, sadly. But hopefully he'll be joining us next time. Maybe.
Probably won't.
Nah, maybe he'll be less busy. I do want to before we get into all of this, I thought I'd just touch slightly on the Kyoto stuff, as probably everyone's already heard about the fire that happened. It's about a week now since that happened, right?
Something like that.
No, it's been like 3 days.
3 or 5. Yeah, it's been very little. But the only reason I want to bring it up is because there's a pretty good. Here, let me bring it up on the screen. There's a pretty good link that Crunchyroll put out that shows different ways to if you want to support them, if you want to give them any help. And they list out 3 ways, which is just going. There's a website that they sell digital goods on that you can buy from. There is literally a GoFundMe to get them, and I think they're already up to $2 million. And then there's something if you're actually within within Japan, there's a place where they're also
There's a bank account that they set up.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to go about and trying to support them after what happened. So I just want to briefly bring that up. I'll have the link in the description so that
Also, fuck that guy.
yeah, I mean the guy is definitely a bad guy. It's not good. It's sad what happened to it. And then I thought I would let's just share one little thing. I don't know if Dan knows anything from Kyoto, but me and Paul
Probably not.
really liked Silent Voice. That was a movie they put out. Fucking one of my favorite shows is from there, and that's Chunibyo.
They also did Clanad, which is one of my favorite shows.
They did Clanad? I
Yeah.
didn't know they did Clanad. Damn, sad day. And then a really famous one, Lucky Star. I've seen Lucky Star all over the place. But yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd start off with that. And now, let me close this. We can get into it. We got it out of the way. What have you guys been up to?
Watching anime and playing Shadowbringers.
Dan?
And working.
Dan?
Basically what Paul said.
Yikes. You guys have been playing too much Shadowbringers.
Why?
I think within, didn't you guys get level 80 within 2 days?
No, it was 7 days.
Wait, it took you guys a whole week?
Took me a whole week. It took Dan longer.
Damn.
Yeah, I took it slow. I was in no rush.
I'm getting level 57 quests. Is that near the end of Heaven's Field or Heaven's Ward?
No.
Oh shit. They don't stop. It doesn't stop at level 60?
It does. Oh, I thought you said 57.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
60, so 60 is the end of 2 or 3.0.
Oh. Good.
But don't worry, it's not as big of a slog as ARR was. So 2.1 through 5.5.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, that's getting into that. I was gonna just wonder how much further, how much in that story they go down to.
I mean, you're gonna have some epic fights soon.
Okay. Okay. So this is the first one we've done with the new season of stuff that we're watching. So we haven't even talked about what we're watching yet.
I thought this is the second one.
Technically,
Yeah, it's the second one, I think.
we didn't talk about any of the shows that have recently come out. So we never talked about. Well, let's run down the shows that we're going to talk about. We got Vinland Saga. We got Dungeon. How to pick up? Is it wrong to pick up girls in Dungeon? We got Fire Force. We got the Mom MMO. Got Demon Slayer. Well, Demon Slayer's a carryover. Me and Paul might hit. If it was for my daughter, I'd even destroy his Demon Lord. We got Doctor Stone. We got the Fate series, and then you guys have a show that I think you guys are watching that I don't remember the name of.
I don't know. I don't remember the name of either. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
trash,
it's some
though.
weird ass name.
Well, you guys, let's start with that one because I don't have an image for that one. But what it's the one where you guys say it's slime, but it's
Well, no, that's
Wow.
how Donnie described it. But
Oh, okay.
it is nothing
Is it bad?
in this latest slime. So okay, so you find out the super weak character who's this very common non-combat combat class who then gets betrayed by a teammate because he's jealous because the girl he likes the main character.
Good.
He gets knocked down like super far down in a
You
labyrinth.
haven't explained. Yeah, I was about to say, you said he got knocked down, but you didn't explain anything about that.
Because I'm going over exactly how they showed it to us.
Yeah,
They-
Dan.
He got knocked down, which then you find out it's like a labyrinth with multiple floors. So it's basically Sword Art Online or like dungeon.
Yeah, like the reverse of Sword Art Online. Instead of going up, you go down.
Yeah. And then he's about. So he's like, ow. What? Oh, that's why. Sorry about that. I got distracted because I got aggro and died.
Get fucked.
Yeah. So he sees like this bunny rabbit, and then he's like, "Damn, that's one terrifying rabbit." It turns out to be a monster, and then like monsters start fighting and eating each other, and then the bear monster thing sees him, and is like chasing after him. He manages to get away, sort of. He loses an arm.
The main character?
Yeah, the main character just doesn't have an arm.
Yeah, he loses his like right arm, right?
Something like he loses an arm. I forget which one. Then I guess he finds like some sort of like holy water thing. I don't really know what it was. It was like this blue crystal thing that was dripping a liquid.
Yeah, it was like liquefied. It's mana that's like solidified and then turns liquid. It's described as holy water, basically.
Yeah. So he finds that, drinks it, gets a bit stronger. Then he kills.
Because it can heal every wound, the holy
Yeah.
water, supposedly. It's like.
So does he grow an
literally
arm back?
Holy water.
No.
Oh.
But so then he creates a gun using his synergist ability.
Yeah, because apparently there's like modern day guns and shit in this anime.
Yeah.
God.
Or apparently, oh my god.
So is it like Final Fantasy with like the mechs or the machine
No,
stuff that they have?
no, not even close.
Oh, okay.
I think he's like the only one that's because he's from a different world. So he creates a pistol, like a revolver, a 6-shooter.
Yo, Trigun. Nice.
Yeah, kills the bear thing. Eats the bear thing.
Nice.
Starts having seizures and shit. But because he was in the holy water he collapsed in the holy water when he was eating it, it healed him, and then he gained the ability to eat the monsters, and every monster he eats, he gains their abilities and XP.
He didn't. No, I'm pretty sure you got that mixed up a bit in order. Pretty sure you got the seizures after eating the first monster, which was one of those wolves.
Oh yeah, it was one of those wolves. I thought it
Yeah.
was the bear. That was the first one he killed.
No, he didn't eat the bear until he'd already eaten several monsters.
How gruesome is this? Like, is it like? Oh,
Not that gruesome.
okay. So it's not like visceral with him eating these
87.
things.
Not really.
Okay. So what drew you? Did you guys like any of this show? Well, that's just the first episode, right?
So Matt.
Yeah.
I have a habit of watching the trashiest trash ever because I want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Goals. And because I end up watching every first episode of every show that comes out.
But what you just described, was that just the first episode?
That was just the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't sound awful. It just it sets the world. Hey, you're in this new place. You're gonna get abilities by killing monsters and eating them.
And then
why does it become bad? Like, when is it like, okay, this is bad now?
Okay, so like
episode 3.
What?
So episode 1, he's like going down the labyrinth. Then he finds a door. Like he's killing monsters, eating them. He's doing that thing. Then he finds a door. Then he finds things guarding that door. Then he kills them, opens the door, and finds a imprisoned lolly vampire that's also naked.
There we go. Is that in episode 2?
Yes.
Okay. So Dan was still in at that point. Dan was still like,
Yeah.
okay, this can still be a good show. What happened? So Dan, if you were okay with a lolly vampire being naked, what happened in episode 3 where you're like, okay, I need to put this down?
Well,
Her
I mean,
acting cutesy and sucking his blood the entire time, probably.
it was also the end of episode 2. It was
Oh, that's
just
what
like,
happened.
yeah.
Oh, so he opens the door at the end of that, and then you find the girl.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, how does she act? Like, is she a Paul? Is she like the thing from Gate? Is she like the lolly from Gate at all, or is it different?
No. She's like an innocent vampire. She acts like a very moe vampire.
Okay. Why is she sucking his blood?
Because that's what she needs for sustenance. And she says he tastes really good, and then strips completely naked, and
There we go.
fuck if we know what happens after
Mhm.
that.
Wait, you guys stopped watching?
No, it goes to black, and
Oh,
it just skips it completely
good.
after that point.
Why was she trapped there?
Because she's like
Is she evil?
she's like we don't know. She's like the strongest vampire
What?
because she can regenerate herself.
And she has mana manipulation.
Yeah, and she can like just control mana itself.
Okay, so does the world seem interesting? Does the labyrinth
world-
stuff, does it seem cool or no?
So it seems like it took a lot of stuff from other series and just mashed it together, but that like it takes all the good things from other series and puts it together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it look interesting. But then
You have a lolly vampire.
but then you get to the actual writing and some of the decisions they have chosen, and it's just like, why?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
And then you have the lolly vampire.
Dan, you keep mentioning the lolly vampire. We're going to talk about another show where I think I would prefer the lolly vampire over what they have.
Oh boy.
I might prefer it. We'll talk about that one. But so,
Okay.
is this something that you guys think you're gonna keep watching, or?
I'm gonna see how if I can how deep I can go down this rabbit hole.
Okay.
Until Paul ditches it like Merlin, probably.
Okay, Merlin, I couldn't stand the rabbit hole anymore. It was just
Yikes!
It,
It
like-
wasn't. I still stand by it. It wasn't as
It
bad
was
as
not
you
that
make
bad.
it out.
it was
Yeah.
that bad.
It was not.
Yes. Okay, considering how much anime I watch compared to you,
Damn.
it was that bad.
Damn. I don't know. We'll see.
Isekai.
Yeah. Merlin was I forget how Merlin ended. It was iffy. Yeah. So you guys, that was
Power
what would you
Rangers
call
is how it
what do you
ended.
call that show? What would you call that show?
A bunch of Japanese words that I really
Okay.
cannot pronounce.
Okay, it's not important enough.
Hold on, I'll tell you its English name. Its English name is. Fuck, where did it go?
Super Isekai Fighter.
Arufureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest.
There
So
we go.
even its English name is weird.
There we go. So he's gonna be from a common boy to the world's strongest. Good for him.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
you've also not mentioned the part about how it's an isekai. What makes it an isekai, Paul?
I already mentioned.
Well, he mentioned he came from another world, but like, what was the big thing about it, Dan?
Oh
Well,
yeah, they
it's
got
like
summoned by a god.
There's like it's like a class of 20 plus their teacher all got summoned to the world by a god to basically save the realm of humans because they're at war with demons and the demons are winning.
Wait, he got summoned by who?
A god.
A god. Okay.
A god sympathetic to humans.
And they summoned 20 of these people.
Yes.
Like a class, a school
Oh,
class.
a class. Okay. Okay.
A
Wait.
literal school class plus teacher.
What are
got
the other characters doing? We don't know.
So they all went down the labyrinth training. They got assigned various skill.
Was Ark is the main
jobs.
is the antagonist or is the protagonist like a useless person at the beginning? You can see like the
Yes.
weakest, of course.
Yes.
Good.
And now he's arguably the strongest in
Good.
the whole episode.
That will be fun to see him interact with his friends again, which he has not
Wow.
probably.
he he even says like he stopped caring about them to the point where he doesn't even want revenge.
Good.
He just wants to go home.
I mean, we'll see how that holds up when he.
Now that he has power.
I 100%. No, this is when he said when he has power.
Oh, okay.
But I 100% believe he'll see them. He'll just brush them off, see the guy that betrayed him, shoot him, and just keep on walking.
Good.
You see, I feel like that's maybe a bit too optimistic for the show, Paul.
You think that's optimistic?
I feel like that's giving the show too much credit. I doubt they're going to go there.
What, you think they're just going to do nothing? They're never going to point at it again?
I feel like it's going to be another case of Shield Hero where it starts down one path and then very clearly deviates.
Oh,
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Anyways, Matt, what's this? What is this?
Yeah. We'll talk the other one. I just want to quickly mention there's another show called Magical Senpai something. It's not that great. It's shorts. I only watched.
Bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's kind of cutesy every now and then, but they go hard towards the like klutzy sexual things happen, which
it's borderline hentai.
Yeah, some parts are, and I'm just like, ugh. It's not that great. There are definitely some funny parts in it though, but if they're shorts, if you need something fun to watch, it's not that bad. Yeah. So the other one that I think Dan's watching is the Mom MMO.
Wow. Probably not anymore.
Yeah, this is the one
It's
where
pretty bad.
I don't. Okay, there's two things that I have against this show. One, which the second episode made it much better. The first episode, I hate the main character. I absolutely hated the main character in the first episode. Like, oh my god, it's rough. I mean, I can kind of understand like where they're coming from with that. It's like it's almost like take the stereotypical kid mom relationship, like teenager boy and his parents relationship, and just like kind of go the extra level where the angst and like the feeling like they don't understand them and all that stuff is like also like said to their mom like straight face. I'm like, okay, come on now.
See, I don't mind the main character. I don't
What?
like them.
Okay, well, my main problem with the first episode is that the main character was very unlikable, like too much unlikable.
Like if you legit took the mom out of this anime, I would actually like it.
No.
Yes.
Nah, you're wrong.
She is the reason for all the cringe.
Okay, but that's
She is literally the source of every ounce of cringe.
sure. But that's
the
the point.
mom's great.
But that's the point of the show. I feel like that's kind of the point.
That is because you're right. It is 100% the point of the show.
It's because everyone knows that he's guy. Everyone knows the stereotypical like story that's gonna be told and like the feelings you're gonna get and like the emotion that will be brought from like a man like building a party, finding like friendships through all this stuff. But now think about like you want to go on this venture, like how you want to spread your wings, you want to be free, and you have your mom, you have your parent with you. Like that's just an awkward fucking holy shit. This is gonna be weird.
This the entire premise of the show is about it being awkward
and cringe, yeah. Which they took it to the next level in the second episode, and that made me really sad. Because the one thing that they could have, the best thing in my opinion, to get this across even more, that they could have done is not make the mom look the way she does. If she didn't look like the other characters, this would be way better. Make her look like Oh, sorry, Dan, you go.
I was just gonna say, how old was the mom when she
exactly?
Had him?
Maybe 12. I don't know.
Yeah. Like she looks like she could easily be his sister.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna lie, if they were gonna go down the route that they're going in the second episode, where they're literally like the slime thing happens, her clothes start falling off, and there's literally a good
God.
Dan, you were skipping. It literally was like a minute and a half of this scene, and she's saying like
a minute and a half of incest,
of pretty much just him like slipping on his mom, and like
yep.
They don't even they don't even explain the fact that the slime for some reason melts her clothes but not his clothes.
Yeah,
and he calls it out though. He like, why are my clothes? It's like, what the fuck? But if they were gonna go down that route, I 100%. If they want to go down this incest route, just make it a sister thing. Just do that or something, please.
Yeah.
Make it so that the age is the problem.
Yeah.
But I would have also much preferred get rid of all that sexual stuff completely for the mom. Like, just don't do that at all. You don't need to fucking have that in here.
No, just have her being a doting mother.
What'd you say, Dan?
I completely agree with the sexual stuff. That's completely unneeded.
Yes, insanely unneeded. But make her if they would have made her look like the mom from either what's it called from My Hero Academia or something along the lines of like a I don't know if you guys
Erased or
what
Erased Mom.
erased mom, something that isn't overly like super sexualized, something that looks extremely young. I think
It's
this
the
would
one
come
that
off.
looks at least a decade older than their son.
Yeah, like oh man, or
And
like the
not the
mom
same
from
age.
oh, or fucking wait, you guys haven't seen that show? I was thinking like the mom
What
from
show?
this, the pedaling the biking show that I watched in like
Nope, haven't
oh
seen
fuck,
that.
what is the it's in a show like it's about a really shy small girl falls in love with like a really big like muscly guy.
Oh yeah, that
I
one.
I forget what it's
My
called.
Love Story.
Yeah, My Love Story, something like that. Oh, I really like that show. But if it was like like his mom too, like that would have been great. Oh, it's so good.
Where like the guy has like the super like handsome
Yeah,
friend.
he has like the best friend,
Yeah.
and I literally it takes me for a trip because the whole time in that first episode I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be a thing where it's gonna be a whole thing about like the other two liking each other, but he likes her. Oh man, no, but no, it was just their relationship, and it's fucking fantastic. Fucking
Yeah,
love that
it's
show.
such a great show.
But yeah, that's my main gripe with that show is the fact that the mom is just overly sexualized now, and she looks too
Mhm.
young. What else happened in there though? Most of the character grows. The guy
But
sucks now.
that's the solution to not enough babies in Japan. Can't get a girlfriend, do it with your mom.
Yeah, just fucking go with your mom, guys.
Dan,
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
really hope that's not actually the case that they're going for, because you don't know at this point. Their birth rate is so bad.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I don't know.
Government mandated breeding.
Ugh.
Oh
Ugh.
god.
But yeah, other than that, the other character, like the other characters seem kind of okay. Y seems fucking dumb. I don't understand her.
I really like. Wait, which one?
Wise. Wise is the
Uh,
sage.
yeah. I really like
She's
her
dumb.
design. Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, she's okay.
No, she's not dumb. She's kind of useless.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she hasn't done anything.
No, that's the point, Dan. She literally can't do anything.
Wait, yeah.
She can turn into paper and
Oh,
teleport.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
Dan. You said do you like cringe, Dan?
I hate cringe.
Okay. Then yeah, this isn't Dan's gonna stop watching.
I think I'm pretty sure I already established this.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't know you were actually gonna stop. I didn't know you were just like being
Like, I am
okay.
generally probably not continuing with
Oh,
this show
no.
because it's awful.
I don't know.
I love it.
I like cringe a lot, and I like the like I thought it was actually really funny when she's like trying to find her son, and then she got the ability, and it specifically says in the ability it's like you can find your son no matter what he's doing at any point in day, at any time,
And interrupt him.
and interrupt him at any. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so good. That's gonna be so fucking bad.
Glowing mom.
Glowing, yeah. I also don't like how the main character didn't understand. Well, first, it will be nice if they do introduce other moms into this. Because I
Yeah.
did think it's weird that the other characters, their mom's not around for some reason. I'm like, but it's supposed to be the mom MMO.
Well, at least they
For Wise,
explained
they explained
why-
it, yeah.
Yeah. Also, they explained why it's called an MMORPG.
Yeah, something about moms and moms doing mom things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, the money is also named after moms. It's just mom with an A in it.
Yeah.
It's ma.
It's fucking
Mom.
weird.
And then every town is named after mom, so it's like Momily or like like there's always just like Mavaria, like just stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
This game is about kids getting to know their moms better.
Yeah, it's reconnecting with their moms.
Yeah, reconnecting, like to establish, like they're distant, like they're estranged, and they're trying to re-establish a connection.
Yeah, Dan.
It's a really weird idea for a game.
It is weird, but that's
why it's a secret isekai game.
That's
Dan.
why it's an anime, Dan. They take all the
That
weird
too.
shit and put it into an anime. It would also be nice if they made more like if there's more satire on like the gaming stuff. Like I really like in the beginning how it's like to get fucking people to play our game, we have to give them free items because people just want handouts now, or like or the fact that like some of the characters are not drawn in correctly.
Yep. Or I still love the fact where she got both swords because she thought
Yeah,
one
she
of them
won.
would be lonely. I
The other
love
one
that.
would be lonely, yeah. Or even like the there's another thing that they said about like flavor text and like there's something weird about it, but I don't know. I thought it was funny. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. I would much prefer get rid of the sex, maybe change the mom with the sister, maybe make the mom look fucking better or worse, I guess you would say.
Age her.
Age her, make her look like a mother. Make her look like the average mom, not like the fucking fantasy
I mean,
mom.
there's plenty of shows that actually, make someone look as if they're someone's mother without like making them ugly.
Yeah, like the worst.
That's
And
why
the
you said age them.
yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Like the reconnection with your mom thing, all this could be really cool and actually like, well, I don't want to say cool per se, but it could be like, it could be interesting. It could be like meaningful or like fulfilling in some way. But to ruin it with by making it a comedy where it's going to be sexual conduct with your mother, just kind of like completely removes the idea of what the whole point of the show is. But whatever.
Yeah.
Let's hit up one that me and Paul have done. Well, you guys actually, I have yet to watch the Fate one yet, but you guys can talk about it real quick. Is it good?
Merlin, not
It's-
Merlin. Weaver.
I love it.
Yeah, the Weaver one.
I just love the Fate universe.
I like it as well, but I think it's got some heavy criticism, which I presume is from your generic Fate fan who's gone into it thinking, "Oh, this is another Fate anime."
Wait, what's
oh,
the criticism?
This isn't it.
So that it's literally like not a Fate show. People are saying, "Oh, there's no servants. There's there's barely any combat and all that."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is a murder mystery with a waiver.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about combat, even though there is a surprising amount of combat for what its genre is. Honestly, there's still a decent bit.
Okay.
And you could argue that there is servant because Gray does act rather servant-like.
Yeah, but like it's not your typical Holy Grail War.
Yeah, it's not your typical action-filled Fate show.
Do they even talk about the Holy Grail War? Do they talk about like preparing for this stuff?
In fact, the latest episode talks about the Holy Grail and basically tells us at what point in time the show is taking place.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, there are some people that knew already, just because I'm a crazy Fate fan.
If you knew enough about the lore, you probably already knew. But for your average viewer like myself,
well, wait. So is this taking away from like a story plot line from the Fate series already, or is this brand new plot?
This is taking place from novels. It's a novel adaptation.
So do you already know what happens in this, Paul?
Not like, okay. So sorry. Let me rephrase that. This is taking the premise from the novels, but they're not necessarily doing the stuff from the novels.
Okay.
But like the time period where Waver is Lord Almelio II is like a very specific time point.
Okay. So if you
he's like all up in his business.
Yeah. So if you guys were like selling this to like someone who watched the Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, some of the movies maybe, like what is the selling point for this? Is it just it's in the Fate? Like if you like those shows, will you like this, or is this coming completely different?
It's honestly,
you're not necessarily going to like this show if you like those shows.
Yeah, but if you like Waver, if you like just the world that the Fate is built in and want to know more about it, this is your show. And if you like murder mysteries.
So Dan, you watched the other Fate shows, right? Fate Zero and Fate Blade Unlimited Blade Works?
Yeah.
Okay. And then would you have still watched the shows if you didn't play the Fate mobile game?
I watched the shows before I played the game.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
I played the game after I'd watched the shows, man.
I don't know. Okay.
But yeah, no, I really like
arguably the shows are what got me into the game.
Okay. Any big reveals? How many episodes have come out? 3?
3 and an OVA that came out in January.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the episode 0.
Did they any big reveals?
Like
what's the best part of the show so far? Like what's this like? This is what's good about this show.
Oh, I just love I just love Waver's banter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's a lot older now and like he's matured a lot, but and you can see just how much
But
of him
you
is
can still
influenced by like
see a lot of his younger self.
yeah,
like,
and like how
now
much
in
of
the
him
show.
is influenced by like his scander and all that.
Yeah.
Is it banter like joking or like being witty, or is it more like he's solving like you can what's a good example of that?
Both, like literally both. Like
Oh, okay.
He's like, think of Waver
Uh-huh.
in the original shows, and then just imagine a more mature Waver.
Okay.
That's literally him.
Okay. Cool.
oh, and,
He's kind of similar, just more
Yeah.
mature.
mhm.
Okay.
And,
I guess I just need to watch it because I guess I'm having a hard time like picturing like what each episode's like kind of does.
So okay, so you know how they in Fate Zero he was a student at a place,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you know how his teacher died.
Yeah, because his teacher was part of the
Yeah,
yeah,
the
was
Holy
part of
Grail War.
yeah.
He was Lord El Melio the First, or El Melo, sorry, the first.
Mhm.
Waver did not find out he died until after the Holy Grail War.
What?
Because he wasn't there when he died. He was
Yeah, I guess that's
fighting.
fair. Yeah, you're right.
He was
Yeah.
fighting Gilgamesh or something. I forget. Like there's like something like happening.
It also explains why he doesn't like Gray's face.
Yes.
Why does he look like him? Look like his old teacher?
No.
Gray has saber face.
Gray has saber face. Why? Do we know
They
why?
explain. Oh yeah, we know why.
Oh, well, me and Paul know why, because it's actually explained in the mobile game,
What?
but it hasn't been explained
And
in
in
the
the
anime.
books.
Did Saber? Wait, can servants have relationships with people?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
TLDR.
that's spoilers, Paul.
I'm about to say, wait, don't spoil if it's gonna be put in the
Why
show.
were you saying that?
Dan, because fuck you.
Don't worry. Luckily, no one's watching right now. I'll just edit it out.
Yeah, do you want me to actually spoil something important?
No.
Then
Don't do
shut
that.
up.
Don't worry. We'll edit all that out. Okay. But like, so the thing I'm
sometimes.
trying to think is like every episode, is it like what are they working towards? You say it's a murder. So do we start off like someone died?
So far it's just like one-off episodes so far.
Yeah, it's kind of like standalone stories with a very loose overarching story so far.
Okay. Do we know what the murder is yet? Have we seen the murder mystery?
We've seen.
Well, there's no
We've seen one murder mystery so far from the first
but
episode.
like the overarching story is not like a big murder or something. It's just like a loose overarching story that ties them together. So far, yeah.
Okay.
The second episode was about Waver losing access to his favorite coffee shop.
What?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good episode though. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Well, then I will have
Wait,
to...
isn't that... No, that was episode 3, the latest one, right?
That was episode... What was episode 2? So...
Episode 2 was the astronomy, the one with all the planets murder in the mansion.
Right, I forgot, because episode 1 was like a prologue episode.
Yeah, episode 1 is all about how he kind of got to this point.
Yeah, from the show.
Yeah.
From Fate Zero to this point.
Okay. So yeah, let's I need to give that a shot then. I need to go watch that. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it instead of wait time to actually sit down and watch it. Since it seems pretty heavy. Or is it more light actually? Would you say it's more of a lighter show?
It's like in the middle. Okay. Like it has like heavy moments and it has light moments.
Yeah, I think until like a more overarching story happens, it's gonna probably stay more on the lighter side.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I'll give that a... That actually makes me more interested in trying it out then. If it seems easier to jump in, if they're all self-contained episodes so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's quickly just get on to this one for Paul and me, just to talk about it very, very slightly, since I've only watched one episode and it's an okay show, but I don't think it's gonna be anything special. That's
What show?
the daughter one, the one where little girl gets picked up by an adventurer and she's like
Oh,
a
you've
devil
only
girl.
watched one episode of it?
I have not had time, and I've been watching all this.
You were raving about
I
it,
wasn't
how much you
raving about it. I
loved
said I like. It's very cutesy. It's very, very cutesy to the point where it's like, holy shit. I got huge Yotsuba vibes from this, which, if you guys don't know, Yotsuba is just a little show. I don't think they made an anime from Yotsuba. I think it's just a manga, but it's just about a little girl and her dad, and that's it. It's fucking really cute. But yeah, Dale. The guy's name is Dale. What kind of name is that? What kind of name is Dale?
It's an
Like,
English name.
that's such a basic name.
It's such an English, like it's such a Western name.
Yeah, it was very strange. I gotta say though, the word before we start talking about the good things, because there's only like one or two bad things I think from the show, is the animation and the drawings of some of the characters look really bad. Like it's very
Yeah.
low budget. All the colors are pretty washed out. There's nothing that really stands out. So that's really probably the only negative I have from it. Also, I guess the girl doesn't. The beginning, the girl doesn't really react to the fact that her dad died apparently or something. Someone died. Someone from her family died.
Her guardian died.
Yeah, her guardian died, and she seems pretty okay with it.
Well, not that she seems okay with it. She just kind of doesn't have a reaction to it.
Yeah, it's nothing. But it's really like, there's just like little things in here that were really funny. Like at the very beginning, there's like a what's the word? Not translation problem between the two, because she speaks demon and he doesn't speak demon, but apparently demon is also the language of the magic that he does. So he can barely talk to her, and she says something really, and he just doesn't understand. It's just really like little tiny things like that I found were really funny. Where she literally said, she said, "Where are we going?" And his response was, "Don't worry, I carry luggage heavier than you all the time."
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yep.
It's just really funny. But oh man, and
it's like totally like an interaction between two people that can't talk to each other.
Yeah, they can't understand each other, and also with not only that, but she's also like tiny. She doesn't really know what to say. And there, I don't know. I don't know about. There's not much to say about the show. It's just gonna be about a little kid who got picked up. They're gonna go on like little cutesy things probably in a setting of like fucking, I don't know. What setting would we call this?
High fantasy.
High fantasy, yeah. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. I have stuff written down here, but nothing really major.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I honestly thought this was gonna be a terrible show. I thought this was gonna be like the mom one, but with dad and a little girl.
Oh God.
Yeah, so I thought it was gonna be something like that, but thank God it's not. Thank God it might actually be wholesome with like not any like no fucking little kid like upskirt trying to like, oh my daughter, my stepdaughter's like in a weird position. No.
So I'll tell you this so far, Matt.
Yeah.
The second episode is very wholesome.
See, that good. Yeah, this will definitely be just the nice fun little like, oh, this is to brighten my day kind of thing. Okay, now let's get into some more meaty stuff. I wish Donnie was here because I think Donnie's gonna like this because Paul does not like this. Dan, you should watch the show because I think you'd like it. It's called Fire Force. What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, eh? Paul, what do you? Okay, first off, Paul, what do you dislike about Fire Force?
So it feels very like, I don't want to use the word shonen because Dr. Stone is also a shonen.
Yeah, it is.
It feels very generic.
Yeah. I'll give you that. They're taking something super like kind of basic like firefighters, and we're gonna make an shonen out of firefighters, kind of.
And like the characters and like the archetypes they fall under.
Yeah.
So like you can just look at them, be like, this is what this character is. This is what this character will be. Don't even have to watch the show.
Yeah. Hey Dan, I'm gonna pitch this show. Tell me if it sounds familiar. We got a new cocky guy had a troubled childhood, comes in to be the #1 in his new position, and his boss is a really cool guy who's like, "Yo, you got stuff, kid." But then there's this lieutenant who's like a hard ass and like, "No, you always be uptight." And then there's like some side girl who's like, "I'm the fun-loving, go-get-him girl." And then we have the shy, more like put together girl. And then, the fucking main character, he also has a rival who was in the school with him, and they don't like each other, and they butt heads all the time, and they like it's very fucking weird. Oh
That
my god!
sounds very
But yes,
generic.
everything hits the same notes. I give you that. But to be fair, the notes that it's hitting, I feel like it strikes them almost to a T.
I feel like you literally just described Naruto.
That what? You're not wrong. It's very much like Naruto. Except for the fact that they're younger than the people, but I mean that's really it. But oh my god, Paul, you're not wrong. It's not wrong to say that it's very generic. It hits all the same sub notes. Everything comes together like that. But I would say that the notes that they're hitting aren't done haphazardly. Like they're hitting them almost perfect.
No, they're not. They're hitting them very well from what I've watched and heard. They're hitting them very well. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a bad show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I don't like it. Like personally, like My Hero Academia, it's a very good show.
Mm-hmm.
I just personally don't like it.
Okay.
Black Clover is a very terrible show. I don't really like it.
Wait, I thought you liked Black Clover.
I haven't watched in like 3 months.
Okay. But yeah, I'll bring it up when we. What?
So basically, for Black Clover, I'm like, okay, this show has gotten pretty deep, has actually gone up in standards. It's not that bad anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop it now.
Okay.
I've seen how far the rabbit hole goes, and now it's starting to climb back up.
Okay. But yeah, I'll bring it up when we talk about Dr. Stone. But I would say that this show takes a setting and a theme that we not probably many people think of, adapts it slightly, adds a little bit more flair to it. Where the firefighting's actually about like infernals, like people combust and then they have to they're like demons. Yeah, no problem. And that's all fucking like Dan. I don't know why you wouldn't find this stuff really cool. Did you watch Soul Eater?
Don't think so because I don't recognize the name.
Okay, it's about the one with you have kind of big people that defeat demons that their weapons are also demons that transform into weapons. That sounds familiar?
Probably not.
Okay, but in this, the firefighters, there are demons, people born from that have these flame powers that fight the infernal flames, which are the demons that can't be controlled. So you got humans working with demons to take down bigger, badder demons, and you have different generations that have different powers for the flames that they can control. And the animation style is straight. It's from the people who created Soul Eater. The animation's fucking great. The character designs, I personally really enjoy. The uniforms, the outfits, they all look really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think, as generic as it is, I think it does everything pretty almost perfectly. So that's why I'm it doesn't go above and beyond in any of the aspects. It just does what it can, and that's what I think. I don't know. You should give it a shot. I mean, it's only one or two episodes. If you don't like the first episode, you could probably not watch it. But they already mentioned that there's going to be. I really wish Donnie was here right now because I could mention that there's going to be a fucking championship arc or some shit. There's going to be a competition arc, and I'm fucking stoked for that shit because I love it. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that pretty much covers Fire Force. Let's hit up. Okay, so since we want to finish off strong, we'll do Dungeon now.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the two We'll talk about the last two that Dan watches, and we'll finish with the strongest. So, How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon Season 2. They pick up pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think I have it down here.
It's really fast to the point where I mean, with also the massive time frame between the two,
them actually being released.
Yeah, episode 0 for a lot of people would have been very helpful.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was even good for me to watch because I completely forgot about some very key things.
You mean like the
bath scene.
Japanese bath scene and the Japanese style characters?
Wait, what?
Like the samurai.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about those people. I still don't know who those people are technically.
So basically, they one of their party was injured while Bell and his party were in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And then they just basically just threw their aggro on their they basically just threw their mobs on them.
Wow, what rude guys.
And then because their god, their master is very good friends with Hestia, they basically got their shit kicked by him.
Aww.
And told them, okay, you are now helping her find them.
But yeah, so I mean, if this would have came out like if this would have been like a season 1 and right into season 2 kind of thing, all of this would have been way better because we didn't need to rebuild the world. But after, yeah, it's been what? It's been like 3 or 4 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, since the first season. So it kind of picks up right where it left off, kind of thing. So it does feel pretty fast for us. But at the very beginning, so we start off with the main, which I don't know how important this is going to be for the entire show actually, but it starts off with our we're getting kind of in a fight with Apollo's group because for some reason I don't remember them being like pretty shitty in the first season, but these guys are just fucking like giving Belle a hard time. They fucking beat the shit
because you never met Apollo's group.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like they just for no reason really. Just to start shit, they start starting shit at like some bar, and they start fighting about it. What the fuck? I don't know. It starts off like that. What's this fan service thing? I forget fan service here.
Oh, you didn't like how the supporter girl is in like
oh yeah, all that stuff.
Shorts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Before we get there though, I do want to say, they have the fight in the bar. And then literally the next day they talk about like being invited to a thing that Apollo's throwing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as they say that part, I'm like, this is bad news.
Yeah, it's bad news. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, this is bad news. I don't like this. Why would you ever go to this?
But I think it was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's kind of how she made it sound. But yeah, I guess I have here because of the fan service, probably because it was when they brought Hestia first in again. So Hestia is literally just a fan service character, which
yeah, like I don't like her design.
Yeah, same.
While for the supporter, I'll give her defense of when she's in a dungeon, she is in like full on like robes and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure if you were done work well covered in like gear like that, you'd just be like, I just want to dress however I want.
Yeah, like there's some yeah, specifically I have here for the supporter. There's like it's kind of like sporty looking in some way, but at the same time it's like literally she has a belt that's just undone and the button's undone and everything. It's like, why? Like that's just part of her design. I don't know. And she looks really young. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know why this show.
For the most part, there's not that much like there's her like Hestia's like truthfully the only fan service 100% of the time character.
Yes, I agree. The main protagonist like love interest is never really only once or twice seen in that light, and that's like during the like fucking cringy bath scene.
Yeah.
That's really it. I really can't remember. Yeah, I think that's the only time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
but yeah, no, it picks up a lot. So we're being introduced to war games, which is basically Familia versus Familia combat. It's like sanctioned wars between familias without having to do war in the middle of a city.
Also, where the fuck? Why they live in some trashy place, Hestia and Belle, and then somehow they got these like really nice outfits to go to this wedding or go to the fucking shindig, and then I don't know. And then is that character? Wait. So is that character that they come with, the guy with like the purple hair? Is he the? Is that the god from the other that are friends with the samurai guys?
Purple hair.
I don't know. There's some guy that they come with.
So he's like a medicinal familia god. That that like dog-eared archer chick person you saw. That's basically his own, like, one of his only members.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Hermes, who has like this blue-haired with glasses.
Yeah, Hermes is the blonde-haired guy. With the,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know. Oh, they have a weird conversation with Hermes. Like Hermes asks Belle, why do you want to be a hero? Some sure, like why do you want to do this, or why do you do this? Like why did you join Hestia? Like why are you doing all this stuff? And he's like, what?
I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like that's actually a very foreshadowing conversation.
What? How? He says something really dumb. Like his motive is literally the title of the show, which is like, I did it because I could.
Yeah, no, but it's more so It's more about his grandfather.
Okay. Yeah, his grandfather said that you could do this and all that shit. And
because.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see who his I guess we'll see. But and then he says also like being a hero, like just fucking stick with that, dude. Like, be a fucking hero or some shit. I don't know. I just think it's a very strange thing. And
no, whatever. Like I won't I'll agree. Like some of what he said was strange, but that just Hermes. It's more Hermes looking into him.
Okay,
is the reason.
And then fucking Hermes sets him up with
eyes.
Eyes, yeah, fucking sets him straight up perfectly, like fucking smooth as hell. And then we see, so they dance, pretty good scene. They both suck at dancing apparently.
Yeah,
but it comes off like they're really good.
And they're it's funny at first, they're like tripping up on each other, and then like you could see the others dancing around them and giving them tips and tricks.
Yeah.
And then they start getting the hang of it, and people are like, "Oh, look, it's Eyes and little Rookie."
Yeah, what's Eyes' name? What's her title? Sword Princess or something?
Yeah, Sword Princess.
Okay. And then while they're dancing, fucking I'm assuming the main bad guy, I still don't know. Freya.
Yeah.
Freya comes in, fucking spiteful as ever, wants to fucking destroy every guy apparently, and then gets mad at Hestia and says like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill that bitch." I don't know. So weird. I don't understand her. I feel like she was the reason there was like a big fight in the streets last season. I think it was because of her. I think she released like some animal or something.
That is correct. She released a bunch of the.
What is her thing? What is her thing again?
They haven't told you her motive yet.
Okay. Oh, whatever.
But I will say that big guy that she has with him, that's like her strongest warrior. Like,
also, he seems like he's like under control or some shit. He looks like brainwashed.
He's not.
Okay.
But he is. He is just.
How do you know what happens, Paul? Did you read the manga?
It's not a manga.
Oh, light novel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I've read 13 volumes of it.
God damn.
I just I'm done waiting. I'm gonna read this.
Yeah, and it pretty much ends with Apollo coming out, fucking looking normal and then super creepy.
Yeah, he goes from like normal to creepy very fast.
Yes, and he does the whole, literally the like, the eye almost slightly bulges out of the face, and like he does the tongue that's like a snake and like goes and like does slurp noises.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. And all he wants is to fuck Belle so hard for some reason.
He's obsessed with Belle.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't understand why. The fucking one of our main antagonists doesn't understand why and gets really mad in the next episode. Which the next episode so Apollo literally is like, "Yo, we're throwing down," and they're like, "Fuck that." Well then fuck you. We're fighting in the town anyways, and they just fucking start destroying everything. I don't know. It's literally just the whole episode is just him running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think what else happened in the second episode. It's just him running away for the most part. The supporter gets
Belle,
like,
do you like me?
Of course I respect you. That's what you're asking me right now. You're asking if I respect you and that if I care about you.
What I mean? Okay, we're going.
Fucking dumb.
Yes.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't know if he's like actually that dense, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure he's actually that dense.
Ugh, that needs to stop. He needs to understand. But other than the fact that they get attacked by Apollo's group, they also get attacked by the supporters group, whoever the supporters part of.
Soma Familia.
Soma Familia, yeah. And she gets taken back. It looks like kind of like a spell. Maybe it's just traumatizing.
Like a spell, yeah, trauma or
Yeah.
like massive blackmail and
Exactly.
stuff.
Which I'm a little disappointed about. Since we pretty much did this already with her, and we had like a side story with her last season. I would much prefer a side episode or a side story with the Forger, because we don't really have anything for him. But that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, he's an awesome character.
Yeah,
he
I
just
do.
needs
I like
more
him.
development.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Other than that, we get to the end. They go through with a challenge, and what's so strange about this is this whole episode. It's them like being chased down. Him getting like pretty hurt, saved by a few people. They make it very like pointing like this is a bad thing, like this is fucking dangerous. And at the very end, they accept the agreement, and then it like becomes a party, and it's literally like everyone comes out of fucking nowhere. Just
Yeah, like somebody's in the fountain and just pops up.
exactly, and I'm like, why? What? But whatever. I mean, I guess
I think they were all Apollo Familia.
probably they probably were,
Yeah.
but it was very
Well,
strange.
yeah. No, it was very strange. I'm like, this is just odd.
Yeah, I didn't like how that ended like that. And so he's gonna train with eyes again, become stronger, and hopefully level up again. Because right now, him and his group, I think, are all level 2, except maybe supporter. But he needs to beat a level 3 person.
Yeah, and in the first episode, they also mentioned like, oh yeah, I should probably get my status updated because I'm about to level up. So it's like, okay, maybe he's just going to level up soon. Then why didn't he just do that already?
Nah. We need to establish that character, the Apollo guy, is a piece of shit, and he needs to feel good when he beats him. So that pretty much covers the first 2 episodes of Dungeon. Now we can get to the meatier stuff that Dan has also watched. So, got Demon Slayer. Dan, what do you think of this episode of Demon Slayer? Did you watch this episode of Demon Slayer?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Okay, so pretty much we're gonna cover the 2 episodes that have taken place in the cobweb forest.
Feel kind of bad for the mom.
Slightly bad for the mom. I mean, she was also an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she kind of got abused.
She got abused as a demon. We don't care about demons that get abused. Demons who get abused, they're demons. Who cares? Come on, Dan. Tell me you care about demons?
I mean, main character does.
Yeah, that's true. Main character does care about the demon.
Wait, are you telling me you don't care about
She's not a demon yet.
Nezuko?
She hasn't eaten anyone yet. She is yet to eat anyone, so she's not a true demon yet. That's why she smells different than the other ones. But yeah,
Boar guy keeps on like becoming infatuated.
I love it. I love those little bubbles that come around it whenever that happens. I'm like, oh man, I'm surprised the amount of different stages that these characters go through. Well, the 2 side characters seem to be going through more of that than fucking Tanjiro goes through.
Yeah.
Like Tanjiro's like the static. I'm always the good character. Or I've always been a good character, and I will continue to be this good character. While the other 2,
love those bubbles. He's like, "Oh, you're doing awesome." Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And like the little things. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
He's like, "Wait, I need to be better than you." It's great.
It's so
I could do it too.
Yeah, and it's great the little shits that he'll like say something like try and goad him into like challenging him, and then fucking Tanjiro takes it to a different level and like says it completely like, "Oh, I understand. You're too tired to dig today, so it's okay. You can just rest." And he fucking just loses his goddamn mind. Oh, I love it. I love it. I really wish though the other character. I always forget his name. Who's the lightning guy?
Crybaby.
Yeah, he's a crybaby. I
He
really
didn't really do a lot in that episode.
no, he did not. He literally just cried.
I
Waited.
think it's because they made this this like mini arc more for Beast Dude.
Yeah.
He's growing slightly. Yeah, that's true. We need our
Also,
little thing.
I liked his spatial awareness. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's like the coolest thing he's done.
Yep. Wait, that's not the coolest thing he's done. Come on now.
Okay, what is the coolest thing he's done, Matt?
He sliced the fucking big demon boy in half. When he jumped off of Tanjiro's back and then came down and sliced it like perfectly through his center.
I still say spiritual awareness is cooler.
Oh, whatever.
I just think he's he's a nice character that was made.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, I like him.
Yeah, his design and like the archetype he falls under is it's handled very well.
Yeah, and I also liked how they did I like that? I don't know. That's a side thing. It's more of like how the lightning guy actually had motive to go in after them when he finally realized that Nezuko wasn't there. I mean, I guess it's kind of lame that he fucking wimped out for a good bit, was gone for like I guess an hour almost.
Also, can we all agree on who the best character is? The little sparrow.
The little sparrow is the best character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I love that little sparrow.
Yeah.
It's just the greatest.
What's his name?
I forget.
Like I thought it began with like a CH, Chibi, whatever.
Chibi Maru or
yeah, something dumb. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. So they go in, they got killed by most of them. They killed mostly all of them. There's still the one guy. The one guy's not dead yet, and he's the one helping out.
Yeah.
Like he's fighting their
the one that's like, you better do the stuff or I'm telling Dad.
No. Sorry, I'm talking about the Demon Slayers. There's a bunch of Demon Slayers went in there, like low-ranking ones. Oh fuck, we forgot. Not in this episode, but the episode prior, they sent like high-ranking.
Yeah,
Demon Slayers.
they sent like two much higher-ranking ones.
Yeah, 2 high-rank ones that haven't showed up yet. So I'm assuming the main character right now, they're going to be fighting. They're probably going to fight the one other child. There's 2 other children that they're going to fight. Well, 3.
Well, they mentioned that one of the 12 is in the forest,
which is obviously the dad.
The father.
Yeah.
What's probably going to happen is they're going to struggle with the father.
Well, yeah, of course.
Quote unquote lose, and then the stronger guys will turn up and save the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, be like, you guys did well.
Yeah, like that's definitely what's gonna happen. So they're gonna have to take on 2 more kids, 2 boys. One of which is the crawling one, which I'm assuming is going after the lightning boy. And then we don't know about the girl yet. There's a girl character that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
Lightning boy has superhero, right?
Yes.
How the fuck
Yeah, I know.
did he not hear that clank behind him?
I know, Dan. I know. Maybe he's too frightened. Maybe it's too much going on. There's too much, like, he's hearing all the demon shit all around him, so it's like it's hard to pinpoint. Yeah, Callie.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Callie's right. He's a pussy.
Yeah. He's so I don't know. I really like him still because I like that trope of the like fucking never fights ever until like pushed against the wall and can't do anything and like then he fucking pops the fuck off. I don't know. I like those tropes. Yeah.
Are you guys still enjoying Demon Slayer?
Of course. I'm enjoying Demon Slayer. Are you not?
No, I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm just asking, like, for conversation reasons.
Yeah, I am.
For example, like Slime at this point. And,
oh yeah, no, definitely.
Like Shield Hero start to teeter off.
Nope.
But I feel like this Demon Slayer is keeping strong.
Very, very much so. The characters have yet to get like iffy for me. I like what they're doing pretty much for the plot. The animation is still perfect. The fighting styles are so good.
I just love like the different animation between like their techniques and them. It just
it's all very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens next episode when they destroy little demon kids, and then the new
murder the children.
They definitely will. 100% will.
Like they weren't going to?
No, they're gonna. Even though we have to feel sad for them all, because fucking Dan cares about demons now.
What are you, Garo?
Yeah, Dan. Well, Garo doesn't care really much for him.
No,
he didn't give a shit about anything.
Okay, so now we're hitting the last two, probably the strongest two this season. Dr. Stone. Dan, did you watch Dr. Stone?
How many times have we gone over this, Matt?
Do you like Dr. Stone, Dan? Like, I know we talked. What?
It's alright.
What? What is wrong with you? See, Dr. Stone to me, like Paul said, is very shonen. But it's when Fire Force takes something like firefighting, it's like, yeah, let's make a shonen with firefighters and like change up the world slightly. They do it a little bit. While this one takes something, it's like, I don't know. I like how it's taking it out there. It's like, yo, let's take really fucking intelligent kids, put them in the Stone Age after being like in some manner where everything's in the future, and then they have to survive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm loving this shit.
I'm also really liking how they're introducing and handling the main antagonist so far.
Yeah, he's not in. They literally bring it open like he's not he's not a bad guy. He's an idol. He's like an ideologue or like an ideologue.
I mean, he is blatantly murdering people.
Well,
yeah, but
like,
people that he sees as bad.
Honestly,
but he's not doing it for like an evil purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of bad guys that just murder because they think it's right. Doesn't make it right.
Yeah, but he's doing it in a sense of like he's doing it because he believes that this will lead to a better world. Like he truly believes he's doing it to better the world, not just better himself. Like he literally, like you see how he treats, like he looks at like a little kid with his parents, and like he like puts he makes a like little necklace for the child.
Yeah, then he immediately murders the parents.
Yeah, they were dead anyways.
Yeah, but it's at the same time, it's like, are we supposed to consider all people that are petrified alive?
Yeah, technically, most of them.
Well, I imagine, realistically speaking, a lot of these petrified people are probably at a point where they can't be revived.
What do you mean? Oh, because like they're broken up in pieces?
Yeah, like
yeah.
It's been 3,700 years. There's a good chance a lot of these statues are fucked up.
Also, I thought the worst part in the first episode when when it's going through the time period with the main antagonist's like friend, the main protagonist's friend, he is like constantly saying things. I'm like, are they all conscious during all this time? Like, is everyone still within consciousness? Because if that's what's happening, that's fucked up. Like, that's terrifying.
I think, from the way they explained it, I'm not too sure. There are some like, if once you lose consciousness, you're dead.
I don't know if that's true. I think
I don't think that's true. Because I think it's more of once you lose consciousness, you don't wake up again unless you're revived.
That's how I took it. It's like the guy that was counting, because literally it's like, hey, by the way, in case you didn't think this guy was already too smart or like fucking out there, he counted for 3,000 years, like a fucking god.
I'm not 100% sure where they're going with that though, because like Paul says, they kind of make it out like that, but at the same time, it can't be like that, surely.
There's no way they haven't shown any like aptitude of the girl yet. I doubt that the girl stayed conscious.
The girl would be dead.
Well, to be fair, they've only revived 3 people.
3 people. Well, 4 people have been revived. He's revived 3 of them. God damn it. Oh, and we still don't fully know about what the cracks mean. I know Jimmy mentioned that those will be important somehow. I don't know how, but
no, they've mentioned that the cracks they see are like the first cracks created from them, and that's all they've mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Like that's where their initial crack starts. Like
their initial crack.
Like the girl, her crack was on her shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And the others, like it started on their face.
Got you.
Though like I was saying before, I don't see the girl staying conscious for like 3,000 odd years.
Yeah, she literally says like she doesn't remember anything. She like doesn't recall what was happening.
Yeah, and like I feel like the majority of humanity would be just dead. I feel like there's very few people that would manage that.
Yeah, like that would be torture. That would pretty much be torture. Just sit there like being unable to move, but conscious throughout all of history.
It would take extreme willpower to do that as well, because the brain would just
Lucky for
naturally
us.
fade away.
Lucky for us, this is a shonen, and the main character is OP.
The main
Yeah.
character is super smart,
Yeah.
while his sidekick is super endurance
Dense.
heavy.
Yeah, super dense.
Super dense.
Yeah. And the main antagonist is apparently extremely strong
For no reason.
And smart.
and smart.
Also, yeah, exactly. He's not just strong. He's also fairly intelligent, and can figure out what he's doing.
He's not as smart as main character, but he's
But
like
he's smart enough to know what the fuck like the acid is.
And what the
Yeah.
main character is
By
doing.
tasting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like how this show is going to be very cat and mousey. It seems so far, where it's like he's going to have to keep one step ahead of what everyone's doing to make sure that they survive. Do we think that? Also, I don't understand. I don't know what his thing is with 10 billion. He says that number a lot. And he says
I think that's just like a quirk.
it's just a quirk. Okay,
Yeah.
because he does that and he says like not even a millimeter or like a whatever.
Yeah, that's just like a quirk, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. But yeah, I guess at some point I'm assuming we'll find out how everything got turned to stone. We apparently the only animals that got turned into stone that we know of were the birds, and that was happening before the event.
Well, no.
Yeah, birds were turning into stone before the event happened.
Yeah.
Yes. Like it's really random which animals got turned and which didn't.
No,
because we've seen
it's
like
not
a
random.
bunch get
Is it random?
turned.
We haven't seen any other animal other than birds.
It's literally been only birds and humans.
I thought we saw other animals.
Nope.
No, I don't
I
think
thought
so.
I could have sworn there was like a baby fucking elephant in his workshop.
I'll check again, but I don't think I remember seeing an elephant in there. You think there was a baby elephant? If so, that would be interesting. I would be interested to see that because I was surprised that it was only birds. I'm like, why birds? Like, why?
Yeah, it does seem a bit strange that it's like.
And
only
I'm just
birds
gonna
and
say
humans.
this. Apparently, they don't cover that yet as to
Yikes.
why.
Okay.
So don't get your hopes up in finding out why. It's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm just trying to
Which
say.
is okay. But yeah, so apparently the goal right now is they freed the guy, they freed the powerful guy, they freed the friend's girlfriend now, I guess. And now they're trying to make bullets so that they can fucking protect themselves from a guy who can punch
Guns.
lines to death. Yeah. But so far, this has definitely been probably my number. I'd probably place this at number 3 right now.
What's number 2?
Probably still Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Demon Slayer still pretty much.
I know what number 1 is.
Yeah. So
Dan hasn't watched it yet.
So Dan.
Mm.
Dan.
Aye.
Do you like history, Dan?
No.
Do you like?
Fucking history sucks. No one likes history.
I love history.
We should just take all of
Yeah.
history and burn it and learn nothing from it.
Dan, do you like Vikings?
We need a Hitler too.
Dan,
Stop.
do you like England getting invaded by Vikings?
I mean, England is like half Viking anyway, with the amount of fucking Viking shit that happened.
Well, do I have a show for you, Zion? It's called Vinland Saga, and this shit is grade A, fucking primo stuff. Perfect animation. Fluid. It's very detailed. Everyone looks fucking smooth, and I don't know how to describe how fucking it hits. It's like I'll say this: it's not the best looking show, but the content that's putting out, and like how it flows all together, and like how the story definitely like moves into each other, and it's very intriguing. God damn it, Dan! I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I'm fucking just rambling now because I don't.
That's a good
I
show.
have too much to say about this show. Do I have anything written down about this show? Did I write anything down? I think I literally like was going to write something down here. I wrote down very little because I was just kept watching because I didn't want to stop the show to like write down what just happened. I'm a little sad that I watched the opener though because the opener informs me of too much stuff that's going to happen.
Dude, that opener is great.
It is a very good opener. It is a very good opener. I'm not too much of a fan of Screamo, but goddamn, it's a good opener.
It fits it so well. Like,
oh yeah, it all goes together. Like it's not just the song; it's like the actual.
like the animation, like everything.
What they show you, yes,
yeah,
is very good. But I'm sad that they show me that there's going to be a time skip that probably, almost, very likely, probably the dad's gonna die in some manner. I wasn't expecting the kid to come along with him. Like I thought it was gonna be the first half's going to be the dad going off to this war, probably dying in some manner, and then we're gonna pick up with the kid. He's gonna carry on, but I guess not. We'll see what happens. But I am curious. In the first episode, I think. Wait, was it the first episode that had the slave come in, or was that?
Yes.
Okay. When they talk about Vinland.
Yeah, they're talking about Newfoundland, like North America.
Okay, I'm so confused because like is that so they came from Green? Wait, they came from Iceland, right? Wait, where'd they come from?
Okay, so Leif Erikson's from Greenland.
Okay.
Thor's and all of them were living in Iceland. So like the show was taking part in Iceland.
Okay.
And okay, so quick history lesson.
Yeah.
So the way the Norse got to North America was because the largest stretch, basically you back in the day you only swam with the coast visible.
Okay.
The only stretch that the coast was not like was 100-kilometer stretch or 60-mile stretch between England and Iceland. So basically, if you go from Denmark to England and then you follow the coast north, you go to the Faroe Islands and you go Faroe Islands, Iceland. You go north, you go to Greenland. You go south of follow the coast west and south of Greenland. You go south. From there, you get to Newfoundland. So that's how they found it out. That's how, and he named Finland.
Well, wait, but didn't they say that the group that's living there in like the snowy area came from another area, but they left because there was a king there that was like, "Yo, fuck you guys," right?
Yeah, but that was from Denmark.
So they left from Denmark.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that was them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They left from Denmark to live in Iceland because they didn't want to be ruled over by the king.
Gotcha. Who still like comes over and like every now and then be like, "Yo, fuck you guys."
Yeah, because it's still Iceland is still part of like the Scandinavian like kingdom. But it's not like Scandinavia proper. It's like
Gotcha.
It's a vassal.
Gotcha. So then, Vinland is New Vinland or Newfoundland, right?
Yes.
And that's the place that isn't controlled at all by the other guy.
That's Canada.
That's Canada. Okay, just making sure. Okay. So right now we're at the point where the main character's dad. He was He was part of the army for the king, right?
Yes.
The king that people didn't like.
Yes, he was one of the 4 generals.
One of the 4
captains.
Generals. Yes.
Of like their strongest unit.
Yeah, and they were fighting some whoever, and then one day he's like, "Yo, fuck this! I'm gonna pretend to die. I'm gonna get my family. We're gonna go somewhere else."
Yes.
And that's where, and then he fucking had kids. They fucking lived on. Everyone thought he was dead, and then one day it's like, "Yo, we're having another war. What's this war with? Who's this war for?"
England.
Against England. Okay, so they're going to invade England.
So if I remember correctly, England is trying to take back the rest of Britannia. From the Norse.
Okay, and apparently somehow they found out that he was living there, and his old general buddy, who he used to fight with, finds him. He's like, "Yo, you're joining us, or we're gonna fucking destroy your town."
Yeah.
And then this poor little town, for some reason, well, I mean, apparently it's a thing. Like Vikings, they all want to die in battle because they think it's a good thing. Like going to battle is like their goal.
Yeah, because for Norse, tradition, you normally in media and all that, it's depicted as only going to Valhalla.
Yeah, which is just a constant battle.
Which is Odin's longhouse where he's building an army.
Yeah.
And they want to. For them, it's an honor to serve under Odin.
Yeah.
That being said, in reality, half of them only go to Valhalla. The other half go to be under Freya's command.
Yikes.
Which is just as good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's just Valhalla sounds cooler than whatever the fuck is Freya's domain.
Yeah. But I really liked how all the like basic town people are like, yeah, we're going to war. We're fighting going to war. This is gonna be great. And we opened up, like when it opened up, we got to see in the very first episode that the fucking main character is like a fucking badass killer, like crazy strong.
Like he's jumping from ship to ship and just
Yeah.
demolishing.
Yeah, this isn't not just your average. It's not just like a history show. This is, we're gonna exaggerate a little bit on how fucking insane these people are, which is awesome. I fucking love that shit. I love taking like little history things and being like, let's fucking actually make it how the things go, like how they say it would. So he's a badass, and then these main character fucking, or not the main character, the townsfolk are like pieces of shit, and they're like, I'm gonna fucking survive. I'm gonna do all this shit. Oh, I'm gonna propose to you, and like these guys are all dead. These guys are literally just going to die as soon as we get out here. And I literally wrote this down. It's like as soon as they said that, it's like, oh well, this boy's dead. These boys are all dead. They all proposed to the same girl, the one girl in town. And well, no, sorry, there's more girls in town.
But they all kind of went to this one girl, and it's like, hey,
it's the main character's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the daughter, if you want to say.
Well, if you want to say the main character is the dad, I'm saying the main character's the little kid.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, fine. Don't say anything. But they all do that, and then before they go off, they make it known like, oh, they're we're not gonna let the kids go to war. We're gonna drop them off and like leave them behind on the next first island we go to. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Okay, good. So they're not all gonna die. Fine, that's good. And as soon as they were coming up to this place, they're like, oh, sorry. Before we even get there, they're fucking his general friends fucking double crossing him for no reason. Did they explain that? Did they explain why he's double crossing him? Other than like, I guess they kind of just said like, well, it's two things. One, I can't. At first, it made it sound like it's just a grudge. At first, it's like, oh, this is just a grudge that he has. It's against the king's orders. But then he made it sound like he might actually be fearful that he can't do it, so he's giving it to someone else to do. Right?
So they haven't. That's what basically how they described it so far in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Where I am in the series, I don't know. They haven't described it.
Okay. But goddamn, that was a really good scene, though. I really like that because they're talking about this shit, and then we're left to kind of think that the people that they're talking to are just like mercenaries and there's nothing special about them. But there's a thing that he says, and like the general like sticks up just for like a fucking brief second, like moves, and then a spear fucking comes out of nowhere, and like, wow, that's some good ass shit. That was like, fucking, you got him, boy. And apparently there's a guy back there too that he killed, which I didn't know. So that guy, I'm hyped. I am super hyped to see that fight go down. But yeah, these mercenaries are signed up to like kill the main character's dad. So they go off. They're gonna drop off the kids at the first island. They're getting to the first island. They're in between two rocks, and I'm like, this is a setup. They're fucking dead. They're dead. And then they get surrounded. They fucking get cut off. And then it ends with him jumping on the boat, knocking out like fucking 13 guys. And it's like, okay, boys, send out your strongest guy. We're about to fucking throw down. And then it ends. I'm so pissed that it ends right there. Why would they do this? When's the next episode, Paul? When is
this Sunday.
It is confirmed this Sunday?
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm. So the reason they haven't been showing it is because, quote unquote, Wimbledon.
Wimbledon?
Yeah, Wimbledon.
Is Wimbledon going on right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I like Wimbledon. I like tennis. Okay. But yeah, Dan, give it a shot. Give Vinland. Just watch the first episode of Vinland. Just watch the first 10 minutes of Vinland. If you don't like the first 10 minutes of Vinland, it's not for you. But god damn it. This is probably going to be the hit. I feel like this is going to be the hit of the season. I can't think of any other show that's been... Actually, just real quick, before we finish, I'm just going to look up real quick Annie charts. You guys can say what you want to say. What do you guys think? We'll start with, since Dan watches less. Dan, out of the shows that you're watching, what's probably the one that's keeping your eye the most? The one you're most excited about to see next?
No, I'm not sure.
What? So Dan, all the new episodes for the next episodes are out right now. Which one do you go watch first?
Demon Slayer, I guess.
Demon Slayer. Okay. That's fine. I mean, you're more tied to that one. It's the one you've watched the most of. You're most invested in. So yeah, I guess that's okay. What about you, Paul?
What show am I most excited to watch?
Yeah, like all the episodes are currently out right now. You guys can go watch. Which one do you start watching first?
Personally, so it's a tie between Waver and Vinland Saga for me.
Okay.
Because I'm a huge Fate fan, and Vinland Saga is just awesome.
Yeah, I'd personally go, yeah, Vinland Saga. It makes me a little sad that so number one right now, at least on Annie charts, is Doctor Stone is the most popular.
No,
On
Vinland Saga is by 2%.
Wait, what?
Oh, most popular. Sorry, I was looking at ratings.
Oh yeah, I guess I should go by ratings. Yeah, I go by ratings. So by score, Vinland Saga is number one. And then Doctor Stone. So yeah, if we go by rating, yeah, we should go. That's probably better. That makes me a little bit happier. Doctor Stone, because at first I was like, how the fuck is this one more popular? Well, but I guess what's it called? Fire Force is more popular because it definitely hits more people. It's definitely the more like consumable show.
Because Vinland Saga is way more like adult oriented.
Yes. Yeah. And it would make sense that Doctor Stone is like the happy medium between the two. And then you got Dungeon up there. Okay.
Yeah. Like with how I'm reading it, 100% people, like little kids, would find this way too gruesome.
Yeah. But oh man, it's good. God damn, I love this show. So yeah, that pretty much covers this episode. We already talked about what we were looking out forward to. Yeah, that's it. I need to get a new microphone again because the one they sent me kind of fucked up. So I need to return that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been trying to get a fucking blue Yeti for fucking 2 months now. But it's fine. It's all fine.
So why is yours messed up?
I don't know. They accidentally sent me a used one. They say accidentally, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Any closing words you guys want to leave us with?
You guys are wonderful.
Yeah, you guys are wonderful. Hopefully you guys stick with us while we get better at this, because it's still pretty bad. But that's okay.
Yeah, we're trying.
It's only because we're missing Donnie. Once Donnie comes back, we'll be back.
Some of us are trying more than others.
What'd you say, Dan?
Is he coming back?
As soon as we either get Donnie back or replace Donnie, everything will go back to normal. We'll have 4 people to bounce things off of. We'll have a different opinion to go with. Everything will be fine. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. We're still looking at maybe doing other forms of content. At least I am. I'm trying to pick something that we could all hopefully do together, or maybe include other people of our friend groups. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been saying goodbye for about 5 minutes now, so now we're actually done. We will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.